Check in with Kool FM's Brittany King for what may be a wet Halloween. Scary faces, a couple of those in Bruce's reports from years gone by, some of the folks here.
I know, a couple looked familiar.
Yeah.
Scary, Hudson.
That big wrinkle in the head.
Oh, you're your own worst critic. Those are really cool. So hopefully the rain doesn't put a damper on that festivity tonight as that kicks off in Oak Bay Ave. We do have a soggy weekend ahead for much of Vancouver Island. Here's a look at your current conditions now with your live SchoolNet weather sensors. Temperatures at just under 9 degrees for most of Vancouver Island, a little bit below average for this time of year. We've talked about that. They will warm up to double digits by the weekend as that precipitation really sets in. Here's your satellite image. Still seeing that low pressure system. It's kind of just hovering over Vancouver Island. It'll stay here for a few days, which means more rain and more wind really straight through till at the very earliest next Wednesday. Heading across Vancouver Island this evening to the north, Port Hardy will see an overnight low of 7 degrees with periods of drizzle and some wind this evening. Campbell River and Courtenay Comox both at lows down to 5 degrees with more rain. Certainly more for Tofino and Ucluelet. Clouds and rain beginning before morning. Windy as well with lows down to 7 degrees. Parksville, Qualicum a little cooler at 4 degrees and the chance of showers. And here in Victoria as well, just a chance of light rain for the South Island. We're down to 7 degrees overnight for Victoria. Sault, Sydney, Duncan all down to 6 degrees and not warming up a whole lot for tomorrow's high for Victoria, just 10 degrees. We will have warmer temperatures into the later part of the weekend and next week though. About 15 millimeters of rain on the way tomorrow for Victoria. Sault and Sydney, again, they'll get a good soaking as well with highs to 8 degrees. Nanaimo could see up to 10 millimeters of rain with some wind developing by the afternoon and highs to 10 degrees. As we make our way to the west coast of Vancouver Island, about 20 to 30 millimeters of rain expected for Tofino and Ucluelet and highs to 12 degrees. Again, some wind developing in the morning. Port Alberni could see up to 15 millimeters of rain and a high of 9 degrees and more rain and 7 on the way for Bamfield. Over to the east coast of Vancouver Island, about 10 millimeters of rain for Courtenay Comox and Campbell River and winds getting up to about 30 kilometers an hour by the afternoon. And then finally wrapping up to the North Island, about 15 millimeters of rain expected tomorrow for Port Hardy, highs around 9 degrees, and again more showers straight through from Port Alice, Port McNeill, Gold River and Sayward, highs right around 7 to 8 degrees. Vancouver as well will get a bit of a soaking tomorrow with a high of 10 degrees. Whistler as well, a mix of wet flurries or rain and a high of 5. Cooler certainly in Fort St. John, up to 2 centimeters of snow expected by tomorrow with a high of -7, and then mostly just overcast through Kamloops and Kelowna, highs at 7 to 8 degrees. Your extended 7-day forecast is brought to you by Train. It's hard to stop a train. For the North Island, light at the end of the tunnel, loving that sunshine on Tuesday with a high of 9 degrees, and then the rain sets in again for Halloween Wednesday and through till next week, or the later part of next week rather, highs at 10 degrees. Again, much the same for the Mid-Island. Unfortunately, not really a hiatus from the rain. Showers straight through till Thursday, Friday of next week, although warmer temperatures right around 12 to 13 degrees by Monday, and Greater Victoria as well. Hopefully on Sunday that 60% chance of showers doesn't materialize and that 40% chance wins out with a high of 13 degrees, but doesn't really look like it. It doesn't really look like we've got a whole lot of sunshine to look forward to, so I guess it's how you spin it. Maybe we'll call it liquid sunshine.
Well, you make it seem terrific no matter what it is. It's been great having you for 2 weeks.
Thank you. Here's another little bit of good news. It's Friday.
Yeah.
There we go.
Can't beat that.
That's good.
Brittany, thank you.
Thanks, Hudson.
Take care.